Hey, welcome back and welcome to the newcomers as well. Today's art is based on the Draw This in Your Style challenge. As you can see on the screen, I'm showing you guys some of the entries. I was gone for some time from around end of March and early April to now. If you follow me on Instagram, you may know all about it. If not, then you should still follow me. I'll briefly brush up on it. Basically, I had a lot of family thing going on. We lost someone in the family, and also my sister got married, so I just didn't have the time to do art, and I actually didn't feel like doing any art. With this challenge, I was, inspired to go back to it, and it really helped loosen up my rusty fingers. So let's get on with what I'm doing right now. Right now I'm drawing my character Clara Walsh as sort of my entry to the challenge. She's from a comic book that I'm working on currently, and the title is The Bird Song. Just The Bird Song. And if you guys decide to draw her, remember to tag me and also use the hashtag #TheBirdSongComic. I don't want to reveal anything about it, but I want to say that she is based off of a few characters that I really love, like Luna Lovegood from the Harry Potter series, Anne Shirley from Anne of Green Gables, and also she's a very quirky, clumsy, not so put together sort of girl, and I'm really excited to create her story and to share it with you guys soon, hopefully. Basically, right now I'm sketching her, but you guys won't be able to see how I color her in, or like the later decisions that I make, because OBS decided to crash on me. But yeah, so there you go, there she is, in all in her glory. So let's continue on with my actual first challenge. This first attempt at the challenge we have up here was a quick draw for me. It helped stretch my rusty fingers. I said that before. The original was done by Apek Kona at Instagram, and right there I'll have her info up, and I'll be up there for as long as I keep drawing, just so you guys can also see the original work and what I'm referencing it. What I love about this piece is that it's simple, it's not overly detailed, and every bit of this original work is very loose and flowy, and for someone who hadn't drawn for 3 months, it was really helpful getting myself back into it, and I was just able to play around with a lot of wavy lines and really giving a lot of life to my artwork. So I really love that. Another thing that I loved about this is that it has such bright colors. I'm not really one to choose that type of coloring, but being able to play with it and using someone else's color swatches, color picks, I thought that was pretty cool, and I really liked it. What I realized after making this is that it made me want to create more pieces with bright colors. That's really something I want to incorporate into my art more. I'm so used to the subdued, dull, or muted colors that I forget that, there's the saturated side of the color wheel. And one of the objectives that I had for this challenge also is that I wanted to improve my style. I wanted to add a little bit more to it. I just felt like mine was simple, but not, I don't know how to explain it. It just wasn't giving me as much joy. After doing this, it's just, I kind of felt that I want more in my art, in my style. So that's why one of the things I really loved about this challenge is that I got to test out other people's styles and seeing which things that I liked about that and wanted to put into my style. You can see here that I like to make things semi-symmetrical. So I do a lot of the copy-paste. This is also not normally the kind of pose that I would do, or sort of story, I suppose you could say. Like, I've never drawn a girl blowing bubble gum. Like, she's usually either just straight looking at you, or I don't know, just there's not a lot of action or story in my art, and I wanted that. So I really like this piece. It's also how I found this artist, and I'm just so in love with her art now. If you guys don't know her, you should definitely check her out. She plays a lot with different types of bright colors, and I really like that. But not only that, like, her style in general is just, it's very fun. Anyway, that's all I have to say about this piece. It'll be a while before I finish. Oh, I really like that she has multiple earrings. I've never done that for my characters before. I don't know, like, it made me realize that a lot of my characters don't feel as real, or it's difficult to connect with them, and that is also something that I wanted to change up. By the way, she has blue skin. What's up with that? We're about nearing the end of this, and so like I'm figuring out how to design my stuff, and here it is, the end product. I really like how she turned out. I hope you guys check out the original artwork and the artist. She's pretty cool. And so let's move on to my second challenge. This one is done by Stephanie Priscilla. She's also on Instagram, and I'll have the info up there. There you go. And so basically she's also someone who uses bright colors. And you'll see this if you go check her out on Instagram. You'll see that she has a lot of bright colors. She has a lot of pinks. She uses a lot of pastel also, but I find that they're more on the saturated side. So I guess they wouldn't be called pastel, but you get what I'm saying. I really struggled with this one because she's already so adorable in the original that I was stumped as to how to make her my style without copying too much. And you can see me struggle here with the braids. And I do take a really long time doing this because I had no idea how I was going to do the braids. It's not like it was the first time I'd ever done braids. It's been so long that I guess I had forgotten. but you know, I get used to it, and I decided to do the circle stuff to give myself some guideline. But again, I have grade struggle. I think she's adorable, but at the same time, I'm not completely proud of this one. When I finished her, I did like her, but as the days went on, it just wasn't how I wanted her to look anymore. And probably because the anatomy threw me off. Usually I have trouble with anatomy, and I don't see it until after I've finished. And you'll see what I'm talking about after I create her line art. I didn't see it before until I was watching this, and I was like, oh my god, what happened? She's just so off. Oh. I mean, it made sense when I was sketching it out, but man, that neck, that bend, it just doesn't make any sense to me anymore. I wish I could redraw her, but I'm just gonna chalk it up to, you know, learning from my mistakes and possibly learn from it. Grow, hopefully. It does make me want to practice my anatomy again. And this is why you shouldn't take breaks that are too long. Or if you are, I would suggest that you sketch a lot before returning to final pieces, I would say. I probably wouldn't have seen that. Oh no! So basically I don't have the footage where I color her in fully, and that sucks, yeah. If you guys have any answers to that, I'm really open to it. So our third challenge here is by Lizomorph. Probably not saying that right. But for her too, I don't have her entire footage. I'm pretty bummed out about this because I really loved this particular piece. I think she turned out really adorable, and I love the story behind the original work, and it's just, there's so much to it that I'm still very much in love with this redraw. What I really liked about Lizomorph's style is that she creates her own texture. You know, much like the way that you hatch or cross hatch, and that's probably one of my takeaways from her style. Another would be that I try to incorporate soft and sharp shapes to her hair. I really liked how that turned out as well. I think it gives her a little bit more balance and depth, and her whole character design is just so cute. So yeah, basically that was the entire piece, and this is Lizomorph's Instagram, and you can see it's just adorable artwork. And she also does the challenge, and one of them is from Lowish. You guys probably know her. If you don't, then check her out. This last one, as a bonus, is by Sirena Artista. When I first was asked to do her piece, because she messaged me about it, she was named something else, and it took me a while to locate her because it kept telling me that she didn't exist. But yeah, that's her information up there. Sirena Artista. And this was a real challenge for me. Like, if Stephanie Priscilla's stuff, the anatomy blew me, just confused me, this probably just, like, I died doing this one. It was just so off, and I couldn't figure out how I was gonna do her, so I looked for a reference for mermaid poses because that's the character. Her character is a galaxy mermaid, I believe. And she didn't have an actual reference to her tail, so I had to make that up as well, but I couldn't figure out how I was gonna do her pose, and I gave up on it, and I was like, I'm just gonna look up a reference, copy that, and see how that goes, I suppose. I lost a lot of the flowiness that I had the first 3 pieces because I struggled here so much. I mean, she still looks adorable, but I'm not that proud of this piece. I wish I could have done better. It's such a, I think her idea of a galaxy mermaid is so, like, I love it. It's interesting, and I really wanted to incorporate that, and I wanted to do it right. I wanted to do justice to her character, but I really just feel that I didn't do that. And you can see me, like, a lot of the lines here feel a little bit more constrained, and I really want to improve on that. I want to be more consistent in flowy lines and fluid movement, I guess, poses. So I'm looking to practice my anatomy. Let's skip the line art because it's really long. It took me a really long time to do this piece. Probably it shouldn't have taken me this long, but I think it took me 3 hours to do it. It's a small piece. Like, I do these in a small canvas. They're not that big, but it took me forever. I even decided to go live because I didn't want to waste that time that I had, and so I was like, I'm gonna decide to do something else at the same time so that I don't feel as like I'm wasting my time. And I feel so bad because I really like the idea of a galaxy mermaid, and I love the way her hair is. I don't really know exactly how that is, but I just really loved it, and I feel like I really failed on this one. But I also feel like I wasn't able to play with the colors as much, and I've never been good at galaxy stuff, so I did poorly on that as well. I mean, I gotta say that I gotta repeat that she is still adorable. It's just not the way I expected her to turn out. If you guys noticed, in all of the pieces that I've had, well, with the exception of the first one, I was testing out different eyes. It's one of the things that I've also wanted to change in my art style. And so, like, all of them have different eye styles because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with the eyes. So you'll get a lot of that too. I did a lot of thinking while I was doing this piece. A lot of, like, in the moment regret. But I couldn't start all over again because I'd taken so long with the sketch that I had to stick with what I had. I've also been experimenting on shading. I tried to pick up from the other artists, like when I did Stephanie Priscilla's one, I mimicked her way of shading. And I think when I did Little Morphs, I also mimicked hers. But I'm not quite sure. I've been trying to do more rendered coloring. Also, if you guys, if you follow me or decide to follow me on Instagram, I'm also doing a series called the Floral Elf series, where I draw elves with floral theme stuff. I don't know how to explain it properly, but basically it's elves with flowers around them, around or on their head, or just incorporated into the artwork. Anyway, here's the end result. And she doesn't look that bad, but I guess I'm just being very critical with myself. And on the left side, I'm showing you guys Serena Arts. And so that brings us to 4 pieces of the Draw This in Your Style challenge. Again, tag me or use the hashtag #TheBirdsongComic if you decide to draw color. I'd love to see it. I'll be doing this challenge for a while, so be sure to be updated by subscribing and pressing on the bell notification for my next update. I'll try to post on schedule again, but please be patient. I am just returning, and I'd like to take my time getting back on this particular grind. As always, thanks for watching, and see you next time!